Hi everyone, Gary here again. I'm here today to play Total War Saga Thrones of Britannia. New spin-off, I suppose, of the Total War games. I'm just going to dive straight into the campaign. I'm going with West Saxa. Getting any jokes here if you want. And yeah, let's just see what happens.
Long have the Vikings raided our lands, but nothing prepared us for their great army. For a decade we fought them, the tide of battle ebbing back and forth. Until finally they were defeated, and their great army fled our lands. Now, England lies divided. Its old political order washed away. Too long have we fought amongst ourselves. Now is the time to unite as England.
Okay.
England is divided, weakened from a decade of fighting. West Saxa has suffered greatly, but its star is on the rise. It is your fate to bring order back to these lands. You have vassals under your protection who are sworn to aid you in time of war. They are Gwent and Glewisig to your northwest, Defan and Kernu to your west, and Sooth Saxa and Kent to the east. It is important to maintain good relations with your vassals. If you do not, they may choose to break your treaty rather than join your war. Rumors abound of new Viking incursions in the south. You will need to build up your defenses there to make sure you are not caught off guard when they strike. One of your armies is ready to attack the southern rebels. Dealing with this threat promptly will bring much needed stability to your lands.
So there's your mission. I'm just going to start off this by basically saying this is pretty much about the most you get tutorial wise in this game. And for someone like me who doesn't really play strategy games that much, especially who's more or less a noob, I can't believe I said that. Anyway, to this series, the Total War games, it makes it very difficult. You have to basically work stuff out yourself. So that's the rebel army that I'm going for, and my army's here.
The men have trained for this.
You've got all of this. This is all my lands at the moment, and you've got loads of other stuff. You do have, press tab. You've got your strategic overview. I had to remind myself though what it was called. I'm very professional like that. Again, don't really know what this does. Doesn't really tell you anything. You can toggle things on and off. You can make it look slightly differently, basically. That seems to be the gist of it. Anyway, yeah. Now, left click selects them. It's a little bit, it reminds me of Armello a little bit. This, I don't know if any of you ever played that one. Great sort of board game kind of thing with animals, but it was a similar prospect. And now, right click, go in for a fight. And this gives you your overview. So I have 555 men. They only have 300, so realistically I should win this quite easily. And this has got the balance of power. You can select a night attack if you want. So if you, I mean at this point it's kind of pointless because a good chunk of my men are archers. But if you go in at night, there's not much in the way of archer. Oh, they've got a lot of archers. You can go in at night, make the visibility worse for the archers, make it a bit more of a melee battle. And with this, you now have the choice of, you can leg it if you really want to. You can auto-resolve it. So if you want, like this one, theoretically, I could select that, and I should easily beat this other army. But, you know, that's boring. You want to see fighting, so we're going to manually fight the battle with a bit of a loading screen. So, but again, this gives you at least a bit of a chance to have a look. That's the battlefield. And first things first is you're going to have to set out your army. So, I mean, if you're like me and you're an idiot, you're pretty much placing them wherever you want. If you do have some kind of strategic mind, you can place like archers higher up. You can hide cavalry in a forest, so then they can come out later on and attack from the rear. Yeah, you've got all sorts of things going on. So let's show you. As the attacking force, you may choose to wait for more favourable weather conditions before commencing your attack. I mean, it's a nice, you know, sun shining, everything, beautiful day. You know, why not shed blood on a battlefield? So out we go. And there's your battlefield, there's your enemy. There's not many of them. A few horsemen, spearmen, royal companions, sword guys basically, and some archers. And my guys are over here, kind of hidden. Doesn't really make it that easy for me to spot them. You can turn the camera around and have a look around, and you can select them like this anyway. So let's spin it round again so we know what we're looking at. So you want your spearmen at the front. I'm going to go over here just so you can see where everything is. So you can right click and drag out, you know, where they're pointing, how they line up by moving the cursor around. Spearmen you want roughly kind of in a line, I think, really, to block a big chunk of the attack. Let's have swordsmen here. Archers, let's have some hidden away over here in the forest. Probably not a good idea, but you know, like I said, I'm an idiot. Let's have a few more archers. No, in fact, actually, let's have them here, so they can shoot over as they approach. And some horsemen. Let's have these over here somewhere. Not necessarily gonna join in the battle till late. Royal companions, you know, like any good leader, they're cowering at the back. I think that's everyone, isn't it? Yeah. Right, so, and you do have a few little extra bits that you can use, like special abilities. I don't know, yeah, these are all, you can select your formations.
A cavalry charge to the rear of an enemy formation can be devastating. Keep your cavalry in reserve, and then hammer the flank or rear of the enemy.
I mean, it's just full of innuendo, isn't it? Just full of innuendo. Here they come. Bit of a wander. The horsemen are staying back. Moving forward a little. It's not exactly fast paced, so this isn't going to be an, you know, action packed video.
Spearmen!
Let's move forward a little bit.
Don't hold back!
In fact, let's have them here. And we'll get the archers in here. We'll get them in a bit more of a line.
Swordsman!
These can go over here.
Ready!
And these fellas, again, might as well keep them out back in reserve. In fact, let's leave them here.
Quick march!
Horsemen!
horsemen. Let's get those over there. Oh, they're responding. They don't know what to do. They're struggling. Right, you can use the mouse wheel to move right down to ground level as well if you want.
Get them before they get us!
Yeah, agreed. All moving into place. All my archers, there's not much formation going on there, lads. Come on. Spearmen up front. Over here in the forest there, I'd lost them. My horsemen waiting around. Not much movement, is there? They're not coming to me. I guess I'm gonna have to
Spearmen!
move forward a bit.
On the double! Ready for war! God is with us! Don't hold back!
Swordsman could be there. I'm gonna leave the royal dudes over there for now. Are they moving? Oh, wow, this isn't at all interesting to watch, is it? Yeah, let's have this little area here.
Don't hold back! Chains!
Let's see if this draws them in a little.
On the double! Courage, men!
We have all these options here as well. Melee mode.
We will prevail! Battle awaits.
Like this one, you've got all these, so you can rally, raise banner, and gets people going again. If you're getting routed, you men can leave the battlefield. You know, they will run away. That'll help them.
Get them before they
I don't think that they're gonna win when they probably won't. Right.
Pound the earth. Horsemen.
They're just waiting, aren't they? You know what, I'm gonna move the horses over the other side. So put them out in the open, because let's face it, they're not hidden in any way.
Courage, men!
Courage for what? Nothing's happening.
Spearmen!
Right, okay, let's... Oh, maybe out in the open here.
Quick march! Pound the earth! Don't hold back! Cavalry!
No, don't want cavalry, I want the things. Oh, there we go.
Set for war!
About to kick off now.
Yours to command!
No,
Don't falter now, lads!
someone's getting ready to charge. There you go.
Quick march! We're sitting ducks here! Run, warriors! Swordsmen!
Alright, swordsman can come over here.
On the double! Awaiting orders!
This has got to be the least interesting battle you've ever witnessed.
Ready for war! Ride to victory!
Alright, let's see if that gets them get them interested.
Under enemy fire! Bowmen!
Alright.
Death from afar! Spearmen! Glory awaits! Incoming!
Alright, you know what? Screw this.
General! Chains!
Let's move in.
Cavalry! We found our foe! Fight now!
Alright, yeah. This isn't really going to go anywhere, is it? So we're just going to see take him down. Oh, and the animation's a little odd sometimes. Things don't really happen.
See, they flee before our might. Archers! Where the enemy charge? Dark in the skies! The battle is turning in our favor. It's hard! Aren't we a bit close?
Aren't we a bit close? Was that one of you?
Archers! Battle awaits us!
Come on, King Dude. These lots still having a fight. Yeah.
The men have lost their nerve!
The horsemen are having a...
Our general is
run.
under attack!
Yeah, I know. Stuff's happening. Let's... Oh no, let's go for the spearmen. There's lots of things going on. And that charge did nothing really, did it?
Can't take much more!
Here they come.
Ready! Attack! It's a charge!
See what happens to these... Oh, the archers are liking it. They are just absolutely liking it. This is brilliant. Alright, it started off, you know, quite boring, but... Alright lads, you can leave him. You can leave him now. Lads? Okay. Oh, and it was a decisive victory, which, to be fair, it should have been. Probably lost more than I should have there, but... 68 losses. Ah, that's not too bad. They lost 254. So I'm guessing, because they only killed 62, I lost 68. Some of them ran away? Anyone's guess. Right. Well, and now you get the choice of what to do next. You can take on a few of their warriors, replenish your ranks, and they've only really got archers left, so there's not really any point in me doing that. Kill the captives. Yeah, that's like the screw it, I'm gonna kill you all kind of route. Or you can ransom and release the captives, which I think that might be a good one to do. Make a bit of money out of it, and then they'll back off a little bit. And there's one of your big messengers. So Wolfred, the fellow that commanded that army, he be dead. He be dead. And here we go. Now we're back onto this screen, and unassign skill. So what is he? He's unhealthy apparently. Stop eating and drinking for a while, or at least overeating. He's famed. A good leader. That's a good one to have. High spirited. Lively and cheerful. Legendary general. And fearless. And then you've got all these that you can assign, basically give them points in. I have 1 point at the moment. I'm going to go with champion because it's a good one to have. Either that or forager, because extra food is usually good. Yeah, I'm gonna go with forager.
Leave none alive.
But you notice it doesn't tell you any of this. Didn't tell me what I was supposed to do there. Just gave me a little notification up there and that's it. Just deal with it, you know. Not the best thing to have. And there you see I do have another army up here. Who are just chilling up there.
We await your command.
And these guys, if I really want, I know I've just ransomed those guys, but I could just go after them. Let's do that. That's basically what the game wants you to do without telling you, but that's what it wants you to do. Now, they have 25 people, I have 487. So, let's see what happens when you auto-resolve. You select your battle stance, so you can fight aggressively. Basically just go all in, which I probably will on this one, I might as well. You can fight using balance tactics, or you can be defensive, so it's, I mean that's pretty self-explanatory, but let's just go all in. Yeah. I lost one man. One man. And they have nobody left, so realistically none of these should be an option, but I can make some money out of nobody.
God marches with us.
And there's my mission succeeded. Now, before we move on, you do have your actual full objectives here. So here's your victory conditions. Again, I mean, you look at this could be quite overwhelming when you, if you'd like me and you've not really played one of these games before, you come in and you're just like, what am I doing? There's a lot to take in here. But these are all your different routes to victory. It's a long game. You know, this isn't you're in here, you're gonna play for an hour or two and be done. It's you're in here for the long haul. But if you really want, you go back to the main menu, which we can do. Why not? We'll show you this. We'll save. I have a few other saves there, as you can see. I might as well I'll just save it. Oh no, I don't want to overwrite anything, so we'll just call this kayak. There we go. Save successful. Exit to main menu, and off we go. So yeah, the other option in here is battles. So you've got online, or you just got custom battles. I did sort of set one up earlier, ready, and really it was just kind of go for it, more or less. So you can auto generate your army. There you go. You can select it you want however you want. This is the roster it's given me. Who should we fight at least? We'll fight East Angle because they were like the Vikings. That's fine, I'll do. And yeah, you can just go in. You can go full Lord of the Rings, or Braveheart, or Game of Thrones, or whatever is your poison. And you can have a big old fight. Just because. At least it gives you that option if you want to just practice the battle side of things, learn how to be strategic. It's something I'm not. You just go into this, and we've got a nice rainy day, and you've got this massive force. I mean, look at that. That's about as cinematic as you can get. Over here is nothing. I'm basically assuming it will bring up there. There we go.
We'll ravage their forces.
And that's there. One other thing you can do on the game, just quickly before we wrap this up, you can pause. And in this you can then select whoever you want, and you know, you can make your choices. So you want some sword dudes to move forward, do that. Let's move them up a bit. You can just right click, you don't have to actually do anything like dragging it out. Yeah, that's it. That's about it really. It's just you can do all this here, and as soon as you unpause, this will all move on. That's a lot. I mean, this is a lot of people, but you can also click and drag, move forward, they all move forward. You've got your horsemen over here. Let's run all them over there, and we'll just see what happens when you press play. Off they all go. Now, if you really want, you can just select every single one. Or, you know, let's just select a big chunk of them. And we'll just say go for it. And as this has all happened, we'll leave this playing. There's lots of things going on now.
Make them pay!
Yeah, make them pay. These all have big siege machines, catapults, to just absolutely demolish my incoming forces. And on that note, we'll end this video. This has been Total War Saga, Thrones of Britannia. A good game, just not one really for new players. Not unless you're really committed to doing a lot of learning, self-learning. This game teaches you nothing. You're just gonna have to just play, and I mean, I'm sure there are a lot of people that are going to enjoy this game. I mean, that's as if I haven't enjoyed it. I have enjoyed it. It's just, yeah, I'm not very good at it, and without the game telling me what to do or giving me hints, I'm probably never going to be that good at it. Which is a shame, because I really like the idea of it. And on that note, thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe, all of that jazz. Did I really just say all of that jazz? Yeah, apparently I did. You can also go to Patreon, $1 a month, get all sorts of lovely new content, early pods. You know the deal by now, surely. If not, what's going on? Psh. Well, thanks again for watching. I've been Gary, again, with the face, you can tell now. See you again. Bye bye.